Taylor Swift father Scott treated some lucky fans to $2,000 VIP wristbands on the first night of the Australian leg of her Eras tour on Friday. The global megastar, 34, stormed the Melbourne cricket ground, performing to a whopping 96,000 Swifties. Eager fans arrived hours ahead of the concert in a bid to avoid the queues. Scott surprised some by upgrading their tickets to $2,000 wristbands. The heartwarming act of kindness was shared on Instagram by 3AW presenter Jackie Felgate, who posted a screenshot of a message from an unidentified person detailing the exchange. The message explained how a mother and daughter had secured last-minute restricted view seats, but were handed VIP wristbands worth $2,000 by Taylor's father. After arriving at the Melbourne cricket ground, Taylor's doting father Scott was said to have taken to the crowds to hand out the much-sought-after wristbands, with fans gushing over his incredible kindness. The message detailed, "A good news story out of the Melbourne cricket ground. My friend and her daughter had the cheap restricted seats from yesterday's release and rocked up as soon as the gates opened, sat down, and Taylor Swift's dad went around and handed them wristbands and entry into the VIP section, apparently about $2,000 in total value. Seriously lucky, and how generous and kind is Papa Swift. I asked if I could at least get her cheap seats since she got upgraded because I've almost sold my soul to get ticks," the person added. Fans were quick to take to the comments section to share their disbelief over the extraordinary tale, which comes after Swifties were left desperately trying to get their hands on last-minute tickets in recent days. They gushed, "Proud parents doing it right, Papa Swift is the best, how good are they? Taylor, her parents appreciate the fans, wow, 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 just fabulous, this is the best feel-good story, he seems like the best guy, imagine being able to do this for people." Swifties descended on the Melbourne cricket ground in their thousands on Friday night for Taylor's hotly anticipated performance, her first in Australia since her 2018 Reputation tour. While Swiftie Mania has swept Australia in the lead-up to the concert, the night also marked Taylor's biggest show ever as 96,000 fans flocked to the iconic venue. Despite already having performed at huge sporting stadiums across the US, the opening night of her Australian tour broke records, as she has never performed to a crowd larger than 74,000. Reacting to performing at her biggest show to date, Taylor told the 96,000-strong crowd, "This is the biggest show we've done on this tour or any tour I have ever done. That's the version you get of me tonight, the version that is completely starstruck by the fact that so many of you wanted to hang out with us on Saturday night in Melbourne, as well as the massive crowds inside the venue." Huge numbers also stood outside the grounds, despite not having secured tickets, in a bid to hear the epic setlist. Groups descended on the Melbourne cricket ground after tour organizers admitted they were concerned about the 15,000 ticketless fans who were estimated to arrive at the sold-out shows. Ahead of the Sydney gigs next week, venues NSW warned ticketless fanatics to stay away from Accor Stadium to prevent crowd management issues, the Daily Telegraph reported. A spokesperson said fans who missed out on tickets should not try to soak up the atmosphere outside, as they likely won't hear any songs anyway. "We are not encouraging ticketless fans to attend, but part of our contingency plan is allowing for extra people who may be traveling who haven't got tickets," they said. However, on the night, fans were said to have been stamping their feet in time to the music outside the Melbourne cricket ground and dancing on the grass as Swiftie Mania swept Australia. Taylor will play 3 shows at Melbourne's MCG on February 16, 17, and 18 before heading to Sydney for 4 concerts at Accor Stadium on February 23, 24, 25, and 26.